Hey guys, welcome once again to the world of Metropolis. Last week I posted a video which was my 5 random gaming questions for the community. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank every single person who did a response to me, whether it was in the comments below or if it was via VR. And Kitt171 did both responses, and he's now come up with his own 10 gaming questions, so I think it only fair that I should reply to his. And you're going to have to forgive me because I'm really tired. Been out all day in the sun in a countryside pub. The sun just took it out of me, I'm telling you. Nice day though, lovely weather. Here we go. I've screenshotted Kit's video, his questions onto my iPad. So, question number 1. What game do you think would have been made better by a different developer, and which one and why? Well, I think this is a pretty tough question to begin with. It makes you think quite a lot. It took me a while, but I think I'm going to have to say Batman Arkham Origins for this one, because wasn't it developed by Montreal Games? Warner Bros. Montreal? Hey, got it right in the end. And like the previous two were developed by Rocksteady. And I think Asylum and City were a lot better than Origins. Even though Origins was a good game, I just think it should have, stayed with Rocksteady. So, yeah. Am I allowed to say that? Is my knowledge right on this? Let me know. Boom. Question number 2. What would you have done differently at Atari? Well, my knowledge on Atari isn't great, so I can't really answer this question. I mean, I was always a Commodore 64 guy, but I was 3 years old. So I'm going to skip on that one, because I'm not really sure. Question number 3. You are about to leave on a long plane trip to somewhere. That would be nice. What handheld do you take with you, and what 3 games do you take to keep you from getting bored? Well, I've gone to Orlando several times, and I usually take like my PSP or my 3DS. So I'm going to say for this question, I'll take my 3DS, and the 3 games I would take, Super Smash Bros. I think a puzzle game as well, maybe Scribble Notes, and we'd go for maybe a big game like an RPG, something like either Pokemon or maybe a Zelda game. So yeah, that's what I take, I think, because then you have a variety. Then you got your fighting game, you got your puzzle game, and you got your RPG. Boom. I've got to stop saying boom all the time. Question number 4. If you could choose any game character to be your personal assistant for one whole day, who would it be? Oh man. I'm going to go with Lara Croft. She's kick-ass. I think, she could be a PA easy all day. She could run, get your drinks for you, all that stuff, and if anybody crosses your path, she'd easily kick their butt. So, Lara Croft. Boom. Question number 5. Have you ever been in some kind of gaming tournament? Well, back in December, we did the first ever Tubers High Score Challenge tournament, and we played all the previous games we played in the High Score Challenge up to then. I managed to get to the second round. But, that's the only tournament I've been in, one I've created myself with Steve. Me and my friends, quite some years ago now, we were all at my mate's house, and we decided to have a gaming tournament there. But what we did is like 3 or 4 of us, and we each picked a game or several games. I think it was back for PlayStation 2. I think we played Super Monkey Ball and Worms, a couple of titles like that. And, they allowed you to have like 3 players or who get the highest score, etc. And then whoever came first, second, third or fourth, we got points. And I think I came second overall, so that wasn't bad. So yeah, we played the games and we counted up all the points at the end, and that's how it worked. It was quite enjoyable. But anything official gaming tournament? No. I'm not good enough. I play mainly for fun. Even though I would like to win one high score challenge once. But there's so many crazy people who take part in that now that are robots built by Skynet. It's impossible. Still. Boom. Number 6. What are some good and fun to play sports games? Ooh, sports games, eh? Well, I'm not really a big sports games person. I mean, I play the wrestling games, but is wrestling a sport? That's the ongoing debate. I've played Pro Evo. I tell you what, back on the NES days, or the NES for some people, there was a game called NES Open Tournament Golf, which featured characters like Mario and Luigi. And me and my friends loved that. We spent endless hours in that game, really loved it. So I'm going to say Open Tournament Golf for the NES. And I quite enjoyed Anna Kurnikova's Smash Court Tennis on the PS1. Thought it was great fun. So yeah, those two. Boom. 7. If you could rename any system, console or handheld, what would you call it? Okay. I don't know what I'd rename, but I'd name it Metropolis. Simple. You saw that coming, right? Question number 8. You were miraculously faced with a group of zombies. Miraculously. Coming at you. On the table next to you, there are 5 different weapons from various games. Which one do you choose? And Kitt... Right. I think I would choose a shrink ray from Ratchet and Clank series, isn't it? A shrink ray in that? Forgive me, I'm just doing this off the top of my head, this one. Yeah, so then you could shrink the zombies and they'd be so small, you could just step on them, kick them aside, and the Nimrods would be too small to tear at your skins, bite you and stuff. Then again, they might all get into a group and like just cover you and stuff. But I think a shrink ray might be a good idea. I'm gonna go for shrink ray. Question number 9. Were you ever prohibited from playing violent or mature themed games when you were a kid? Not really, no. I didn't really play them, to be honest. I played Resident Evil when I was a young teenager. My parents have never stopped me from playing a game now, because I played Grand Theft Auto 3 as well when I wasn't at the age. So, unless they just didn't see the games I was playing, but no, I was quite lucky there. So, but there's quite a lot of young kids these days that play, you know, Grand Theft Auto and a couple of the scary horror games. You know, and they're really young. You know, young as 10. Some kids I know. It's crazy. Boom. And question 10. If you were not into gaming, what hobby or other interest would you pursue as you do with gaming? Well, my other love is anime. So I'd probably be watching that a lot more than I do at the moment. I used to watch quite a bit, but due to like full-time work and YouTube and video games and the other TV series I watch, I don't get a lot of time to watch anime these days. I mean, it took me like 2 or 3 months to watch Attack on Titan. I mean, it's only like 24, 5 episodes, I think. And then like, 20 minutes each, about. And yeah, the problem is these days, you got so much choice, so many games to play, so many things to do. But yeah, the interest would be anime. But do you know another interest of mine? It's writing, because I got my own blog, and I used to write stories. And one day I wanted to write a story and publish it, and be a best-selling author, but never got around to it, because I think when I started my job I was in front of a screen all day and I didn't want to come back home and be in front of a screen again. But yeah, writing is in part of me as well, and I think if I could get my head sorted and get down to it, I think I could write a pretty good book. So yeah, there you go. Those are my answers. Hope you liked them. Hope they're good enough for you. Boom. Alright, cheers for watching, guys, and go check out Kitt's video if you haven't seen it. If you don't know who he is, I'm going to put a link to the original video in the comments below, but if you know me, you probably know him. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.